does St. Landry Parish compare to other parishes in the state when it comes to trials and sentencing of criminals?
First of all, let me thank everybody for being here tonight. Thank all those who put this together and made it such a success, and thank you for inviting me to be here. My name is obviously Ellis Daigle. I am from Eunice, Louisiana, born and reared here, practiced law here for many, many years, was an assistant district attorney for 7 years, and was a judge for 9 years. The difference between the St. Landry Parish and other parishes of equal size is that we're not having the prosecution here that we need to curb crime. St. Landry Parish, ladies and gentlemen, is a parish in which you, as citizens, are in danger. You see it in the paper every day. When I sat on the bench for 9 years, I saw things that really disturbed me. And that's what convinced me to step down as a judge and run for district attorney. First of all, we have a system in St. Landry Parish used by the district attorney's office that is referred to as a diversion program. This program can be a good system if it's used properly and correctly. It's not being used properly and correctly in St. Landry Parish. The program is for first offenders, non-violent offenders. We having offenders that are third, fourth, and fifth offenders, and violent offenders. We have 6 crimes that are being diverted. And what occurs in a diversion program is that the defendant pays a certain sum of money to the district attorney's office as an administrative fee, and then pays fees for probation, again to the district attorney's office, and not probation statewide. The district attorney's office last year earned $1.4 million in its diversion program. $1.4 million. Next, we have a situation where there's a lack of prosecution. We've had one trial this year. I say this year, one trial since October of 2013. And that one trial, with 6,000 cases on the books. See, I'm getting short on time, so I'm going to wrap it up real quick. The citizens out there are in danger because of this lack of prosecution. People are getting out, and they get back on the streets, or they're left out and on the streets because of not bringing these cases up. Thank you.
What do you perceive as the biggest concern of a district attorney, and how would you combat that concern?
Would you repeat the question, please?
What would you perceive as the biggest concern of a district attorney, and how would you combat that concern?
Thank you very much for the opportunity to be here. Let me say to you that the biggest concern for me is making sure that the victims are protected. Now, regardless of what Mr. Daigle has said, we prosecute cases. We have, in the last 6 years, we have prosecuted more and got over 4,000 felony convictions. Now, not a lot of them, many of them were by trial, but most of them were by plea. But it doesn't make any difference, because if you plead guilty or you're tried by a judge or you're tried by a jury, you still have a criminal conviction. And so this year, he says we don't prosecute. This year we have over 500. We have 500 criminal convictions, felony convictions. Most of them, just as he says, were by plea, but one was by trial. Now, what's the advantage of that? It all ends up the same thing. Once a person is found guilty or a person pleads guilty, it then goes to the judge, and the judge then says what the person should be sentenced to. But we are prosecuting. There are some advantages to having people plead. First of all, you avoid the cost of the criminal trial. Secondly, you don't make citizens come in and sit on the jury if you don't have to. We do prosecute, and that's what we do, and that's the main thing, because we want to protect the victim, and we are the voice of the victim. And I will just tell you this, that we also do a lot of other things in that office other than just prosecute. But that's the main thing that we're after, is to protect the victim and to make sure that justice is done. We want you to remember that we are always here for you when you need us. My name is Earl Taylor. My number is 64, and I ask that you please consider, I have 18 years as district attorney, 16 years as assistant district attorney, and before that I was a criminal defense lawyer. I would appreciate your consideration in the election of November the 4th. Thank you very much.